Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Tarot TV. Going to try something slightly different today as it's the new moon. So going to do a divine masculine and divine feminine reading, and then shortly after the rest of the week I'll be doing the monthlies for individual signs. So this is just a collective reading, so please like, subscribe and share, and please follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as well. I'll provide the links below. So I hope you're all well and safe, and not having such a difficult time with this new moon. You might have found that you've not been sleeping, having some interesting dreams, etc. Your emotional imbalance might have been present, but we're looking to go into a Gemini new moon, and there's a nice eclipse coming as well. So I'm going to do a free card clarification on what's coming up for this new lunar cycle. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite tarot cards, but I've got three different sizes. So I've got the giant card deck, and I've got the medium deck, and I've also got the miniature clarification just to see what we're going to do. So what we'll do is we'll look at the large energy will be we'll do some energy for the divine masculine on this side, the divine feminine on this side, and just get some clarity on any sort of changes that are going to go. As I normally do on the lunar new moon, I'm just going to get some moonology cards that give us the overall energy and guidance for this reading. Archangel Michael, angels, spirits, please show us clarity for the messages for those that are tuning in to find out about their divine feminine or the divine masculine, whichever resonates with them. And so we've got look at the bigger picture, fiery climax approaches, and then we've got end of a tough cycle approaches. So that's quite interesting. So I'll just pop these up on the stand so that you can see them clearly. So these kind of follow in suit, really. We've got a bigger picture, so maybe some things haven't been so clear between yourself and your significant other, your twin flame, and but it looks like, you know, the new change is coming, an end of a difficult period between you, whether you've been in separation or not speaking to each other. But it's going to be a fiery climax, which kind of suggests with the Aries moon there, full moon, that there might be a passionate reconnection between the two, or there might be a heated exchange and you go your separate ways. But I'm feeling the sort of the fiery reconnection in this Gemini moon, because it's all about putting the past behind you. And as we look on the bottom of the deck there, we've got the Two of Cups, so that's soulmate. So that's quite interesting. So I'm going to put that out at the top as an overriding energy between you and your twin flame, and see if I can get clarification. So let's put that this way around, actually, so it's easier for you guys to see. So then what we'll do is we'll do the divine masculine this side and the divine feminine this side, and I'll just run it towards you guys. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy for the collective. So on the divine masculine, as you can see there, you've got some clear energy around working on themselves, working on their finances, working on their career, working perhaps on their own mental wellness, on their own belief system. So let's have a look at the feminine. Okay, so the feminine's coming out with balance. Oh, working hard again. So there's a battle going on here, and then coming in with truth and passion, perhaps even some spying going on here. As you can see, they might be looking on your Facebook, trying to figure out what's going on with you if you're the masculine. Okay, so overriding energy aside from the Two of Cups, is Five of Cups. So this is indicated looking at the past, perhaps remorse, if there's been a disagreement between you two. This is looking at, you know, a bit of guilt. Maybe some things were said that shouldn't have been said. But we'll try and get some clarity on that in a second. Okay. So what I want to do first of all is just try and find on the Divine Masculine what's going on here. So first of all, we've got so on the masculine side, we've got Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. We've also got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy, and the same with the Ace of Wands. So it's looking like here somebody's working, maybe focusing on themselves or working hard to find the solution. They could be just focusing on their money and their work. There's been some battle gone on, but 5 always signifies change. So there's a possible change as a result of this effort to work. Maybe they're focusing too much on work and won't get enough time to the relationship, which is maybe where some arguments or some disconnect happened. As we're looking at here, we're looking at the bigger picture, so they may well have been focusing on what they needed to do to put you in a stronger position as a couple, as a unit, and you know, this marries up lovely with this middle card about a fiery climax approaches, and I indicated that it was a passionate, so this looks like a passionate new beginning, a new, you know, divine guided reconciliation or passionate coming together, and signified by the soulmate card there of the Two of Cups, which kind of makes sense. So I feel like from the Divine Feminine side, it might have been that the Divine Feminine, and again, these don't have to be gender specific, we all have Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine inside our personality traits, but it seems like somebody's trying to retain balance here, maybe a reconciliation between the Two of Cups. You can see they're symbolized here as well, sharing the emotions, which is often symbolized by water, and they've been fighting hard not to you know, sort of go in like a bull in a china shop and charge in and express their emotions. They feel like there's some truth that need to be said here with this Knight of Swords, and they're sort of itching, ready to have that discussion. So it does seem like the Divine Feminine is really desiring the communication. So it might be that Divine Masculine has taken a step back. But let's get some clarity with the overlaying cards on here to see what we can find. So let's clarify first of all the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So here you can see we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is a symbolization of somebody being put out in the cold. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine here, whoever that resonates with, has taken some time out and they focused on themselves, focused on work perhaps, with the environments at the moment, and the Divine Feminine has perhaps felt a bit left out, the situation left out in the card cold. It might have been just some self-work, some self-improvement, some self-growth, maturity, you know, emotional development that the Divine Masculine might have been going through. So, you know, it's not always easy to understand that if somebody doesn't communicate that well. So that might be something, if you're the Divine Masculine watching in, it might be that you need to communicate, just look, you need some time. You're just trying to put things in order and make things so that you can have a better relationship going forward. Okay, so 2 cards have come out next. So then we've got the Emperor and the Ace of Cups, clarifying the Five of Swords. So Divine Feminine, a message for you if you're watching, you know, there is love here from your Divine Masculine, and they are working to a higher level. So that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to evolve. The Emperor is about, you know, knowledge, wisdom, power, but there's definitely love there. So maybe the Divine Masculine is actually looking at evolving from a love point of view and understanding how they really feel in this relationship, and also how to express it. So let's get some clarity for the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, so we've got 2 cards again. So we've got Justice and the Empress. So 2 nice cards coming out here, because Justice is all about balancing again. It's about speaking the truth. It's about, you know, passionately coming out with the Ace of Wands and explaining perhaps what they've actually gone through to you, Divine Feminine, For the divine masculine, it's understanding, it's that awareness, it's coming up to, you know, getting in touch with that feminine side, with the Empress, the mother. You know, this could be fertility, this could be, you know, that healing properties as well. But it seems to me like there's been a journey going on for the divine masculine here, in terms of this connection for self-understanding, but also perhaps understanding the connection itself. So let's get some clarity on the divine feminine side. Let's have a look at temperance. Please clarify the temperance cards. Clarify the temperance. Okay. So 2 cards are flipped out here. So we've got the 10 of Cups and we've got the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is, you know, we've nearly got 2 10s there. So this is the attempt. This is what the wish is for the divine masculine, to have that divine feminine, sorry, to have that balance, that happy family unity, that happy ever after. And they are prepared to work for it, but they feel like they've been working and perhaps giving plenty of energy to this connection, and it hasn't quite panned out as they wished it would at this stage, because we do have the remorse and the regret from the I'll put the 5 of Cups just in the middle there, just to signify there. So yeah, it kind of gives an indication that the divine feminine feels like they've worked really hard to build this family unit. It could be a marriage already and there's been a bit of separation or some time out, or even just an emotional disconnect. But the divine, for those that are the divine masculine here, the divine feminine, you know, is perhaps not necessarily understanding this journey that you're on. And again, I feel that's around the communication and understanding. So let's see if we can get clarification on the 7 of Wands, because again, this is about battling, this is about fighting off any issues. But in a positive way. I like 7 of Wands because it's literally standing up for what you believe in. If you see there, it's fighting off all the other ones, but literally passionately. Yeah, so here we go. So what the divine feminine wants here, she wants that reunion, she wants that higher level. You know, the 3 of Pentacles is about working together. Sometimes people take it as a third party situation, and that could be, you know, if it resonates with you, then fine. But I see this as a desire to work to either, you know, this guy's, for me, is like they're saying their vows. So this could be a renewal of vows, this could be a marriage proposal or commitment, or a desire to take their relationship to the next level. So I feel this is where the energy of the divine feminine is coming. And the divine masculine is, you know, he's got the love, he's definitely growing and evolving, and to understand himself. And I feel like there will be justice in this connection very, very soon by the looks of it. So try not to panic, divine feminine, if you're watching here. I feel, yeah, so we are looking here at a past issue. So something has gone on here. You know, there's plenty of opportunity that we're reflecting on, and almost like a missed opportunity with this divine offer here. So, you know, whether this relationship stalled or the connection just dropped off for a little bit, or there's been a lack of communication or awareness, you'll find that you're both reflecting on it, but in different ways. So maybe you're literally looking at it from an emotional deficit. So divine masculine on this side is working on themselves, perhaps working on the practical side of the relationship, whereas divine feminine, she's looking more in terms of the emotional connection, and I feel that's where the energy is. We do have lots of water here, so we've got Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. We've also got quite a few arcanas here, so we've got the Emperor, Ace of Cups, we've got the Empress, the Justice, and yeah, so in looking in terms of the energy that we've got, it's definitely a communication thing. Sorry about that, guys, I just had to answer the front door, no problem. So yeah, as we look at the overflow, sort of the overview of this reading so far, you know, there's been a disconnect come on, possibly around communication, possibly about understanding where each other is in this connection. I feel as we're moving forward and towards the end of this month, we'll be looking at a tough cycle coming to an end, where there's more balance. What I really like on this side of the masculine is we've actually got the Emperor and the Empress. So the Divine Feminine is actually looking for balance, and I feel that the balance of the masculine is evolving over this period, which is really, really interesting. When we look at the bottom card for the overview of the energy, we've got Judgment. So again, this is about reconciliation, this is about joyful endings, celebration, results. Archangel Michael there overseeing it. Let's just pull a card for the overall energy of the Two of Cups. So what's the Two of Cups here? Okay, so there we go. Lovely, couldn't make it up. So we've got the Page of Cups on the Two of Cups. So this is, pages are all about new beginnings or apologies or a new offer. And I feel like this disconnect, this difficult period, this transition period, which is what it's feeling like between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, is coming to an end. I think there's a bigger picture at play, there's a bigger unity, there's a bigger connection. And I feel as a result, the relationship will flourish much stronger and much healthier moving forward. So again, you know, whether you're married or whether you're not married or whether you're in a commitment or whether you've got children, I feel this unity, the desire for the connection here is definitely strong on both sides. There's a lot of, we've got the energy of the past issues. So we've got, you know, here, we've also got the Five of Cups. So there's definitely been a lot of reflection. So let's see if we can get some overall clarities on the energy of the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. What's the outcome? What's the purpose of, what are you trying to tell us here? Archangel Michael, please give us guidance in relation to the Divine Masculine with regards to the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, there we go. So we've got the Hangman. That makes perfect sense. So this is being in your head, exploring the options, understanding yourself, your options, working towards your crown chakra. So really evaluating, going within, evaluating what this connection is and what it means to you. So let's have clarification on the Ace of Cups, the Emperor and the Five of Swords for the Divine Masculine, please. Okay, two cards came out. Okay. Really interesting that we've got the Empress again. So there's definitely been some emotional development for the Divine Masculine, which is fantastic for the Divine Feminine because that's what they're looking for. And there seems to have been a bit of a battle. So there is change here. But you can see here with the Five of Swords, he's looking back at sort of, you know, past battles, past situations. So this may have been looking at past relationships and how they've worked, or their perception, their belief system, how it's made them feel about commitment, whether it's too soon or whether it's the right time. All these kind of things might have been playing on a Divine Masculine's mind, but I do see this evolving. Let's get some clarification on the Ace of Wands, the Justice, and the Empress. Wow, okay. So some clarity here. So the Queen of Swords can often be deemed as a mother figure, perhaps somebody who's interfering. This could be more in terms of perception based on motherly influences. So, you know, based on your upbringing and what you see in a relationship and a marriage might be your understanding and belief system on the roles. But what I like about this Queen of Swords in this deck is that she's actually offering her hand. So she's being blunt, she's being straight to the point, she's saying what's the truth. So I feel there might be some truths coming out as a result of this period, you know, the end of the tough cycle that's going to lead to the fiery climax, which is going to be able to allow to be able to look at the bigger picture. I feel like for those that are the Divine Feminine looking in on the Divine Masculine, I think there's more to the situation than you perhaps know yet. And I think the Divine Masculine is about ready to reveal what those things are. And that might not be anything to do with you personally, but just their belief system, as I've said, and their evolution within this relationship and their desire to share those things with you, which, you know, is all open to, you know, people's comfort zones, people's faith, trust. Okay, so not surprising as we're looking at your side that we're mirroring now. So the Divine Feminine, you're looking for the Ace of Cups in this relationship too. So is the Divine masculine. So there's definitely a soulmate connection here. You're starting to mirror each other. We've also got the Knight of Swords here for you, where we've got the Queen of Swords for the divine masculine. So when the energies start to mirror that way, this does start to show the twin flame and the soulmate unity, because we do mirror even those things that we don't necessarily, you know, accept in ourselves. You know, we can flip them onto the other. So again, we've got more wand energy here. We've got a 10 of wands here, but I like this 10 of wands in this reading because what it's signifying is a completion of those burdens. So the hard work's been done on your side there for you, the divine feminine, and you're looking for this, you know, reconciliation, reunion, positive connection with the Three of Pentacles, that balance. You've been prepared to fight and wait and you know, believe in this connection between you and the divine masculine, but now it's coming to this end of cycle. You can see this again, this tough end approaches. This mirrors this beautifully in terms of the energy that we're getting from this reading. So let's have a look at the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. What's that trying to tell us? Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. So again, second time we've got Judgment out. Okay. So we're looking for a reconciliation, a resolution to the issues, because we want victory. Both these cards are about victory and celebration. So this is really, really passionate. This is really, really key. And you know, it looks really promising because we're starting to come on both sides now towards the solution. You know, so I do really feel like this cycle, this with the new moon, this cycle is coming to an end. Yeah, so we've got Five of Wands again. So now we're ready to fight. So if we look at this, we're ready to fight for this soulmate and this love connection for a new beginning. We're prepared to move forward and battle together, because this is the energy between the two of you. So this is a really positive step for me. This is looking really, really good. And then to seal it off, we've actually got, in terms of the Judgment, a new offer. It's a slow offer, so maybe there's a little bit of work still to do in terms of the communication, clearing the air, looking at the bigger picture. But the Knight of Pentacles is the earth energy again, but it's also the most stable offer out of all the Knights, although it comes in a little bit slower. So you might find there's some simple conversations that you might need to have to heal the misunderstandings and the lack of communication or emotional fulfillment between you beforehand. But this is a lot more stable. This is going to be a lot more balanced resolution. Once we've cleared the bigger picture, we have the passionate reunion, and we end this negative cycle that we've been in. This reunion is destined. It's absolutely you know, really positive in terms of the evolution of it. It's going to grow together. So you're maturing at different rates on these readings on either side, but actually when you come back together and you express how you feel, express what you need, set your boundaries, then this relationship will grow together, which is really, really nice. I really like this reading. I hope it resonates with you, but if it doesn't resonate with you, please tune into the next lunar one. As I said, I will be doing the individual star sign readings over the next few days, and they will be on Instagram and YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share. Feel free to comment if you liked this format. I'm trying different ones just to see which resonates best with people. But I wish you all the best. Namaste, and enjoy this emotional awakening for us all over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Take care.